Robinhood reported earnings yesterday after market close, had a double beat beating on revenue and EPS estimates. In today's video, I want to break down Robinhood's earnings and give my thoughts on the future of Robinhood. Real quick, let's do a little portfolio update like we always do. A little green day for us, up 2%. And our portfolio has really been boosted by one stock in particular lately, and that's Hims. Hims is up 10% today alone. Like I covered in the last video, you had them announce a partnership with Novo Nordisk on GLP-1s, and the stock has been rallying since. Keep in mind, this is a name that also has very high short interest, over 30%. Hims and Hers reports earnings on Monday. Tempest AI reports on Tuesday, so I'll be paying very close attention to those. And I believe Rocket Lab announces earnings on Thursday. So next week will be a huge week for our portfolio. Now let's get to Robinhood. Robinhood had a red day today, down 5% despite yesterday's amazing results, in my opinion, sitting just under $47 a share. We have 200 shares, and I'm going to be adding even more next week and the weeks to come because of this recent earnings report and how amazing it was. And the future of Robinhood is so bright. So let's get right into the earnings results here in their investors presentation. You had their funded customers jump 1.9 million year over year, 620,000 sequential, as well as Robinhood Gold subscribers, a $5 a month membership fee. You had this member count grow by 1.5 million year over year and 550,000 sequential. And another great sign to see is this Robinhood Gold adoption rate is also trending up to 12.4%. That is amazing, and I'm glad this is going in the right direction. If this can continue to slowly creep up to 15%, 20%, 25%, that would be huge. And I expect this trend to continue. Robinhood's marketing is genius, and the way they advertise for their gold membership is incredible. Robinhood is constantly bringing more and more benefits to gold subscribers. To get back to the earnings, you have total platform assets in billions increased to 221 billion in Q1 2025. And you had net deposits in Q1 alone of 18 billion. A monster quarter for Robinhood. I love to see that we're getting record total platform assets as well as net deposits. And here's another key takeaway, guys. You had Robinhood grow revenues 50% year over year to 927 million. Absolutely staggering growth rate. You had adjusted EBITDA come in at 470 million with a 51% margin and net income of 336 million for the quarter. Like I said, their EPS came in at 37 cents. I believe expectations were around 32 cents, but don't quote me on that. And right here you have Robinhood showcase the recent product developments that they have released. You have Robinhood Legend improvements, as well as index options available to all customers, options trading available in the UK, futures trading. You had them close an acquisition of Trade PMR. They also launched prediction markets, now it's doing around 20 million ARR. They also announced Robinhood Cortex strategies and Robinhood Banking, which will be coming in the second half of this year. We also had them increase their gold card by 100,000. So now there's a total of 200,000 gold card members. Me, I'm still waiting on my gold card. This is one thing that I am frustrated with Robinhood about, and I wish their execution was a little bit faster. So hopefully they get more and more gold cards out to the members that are on the wait list. Funded customers increased by 1.9 million year over year to a record 25.8 million in Q1. Another part of Robinhood that's really overlooked but is growing extremely fast is the retirement side of Robinhood. You have them over 3x their retirement assets under custody since last year, Q1 2024, from 4.2 billion to 14.4 billion. Their retirement accounts also over 2x from 650,000 to 1.32 million. Here's another chart showcasing the record net deposits they have. Again, very, very impressive numbers at Robinhood. Cumulative net deposits are also growing. You also had a record number of options contracts traded. This is up 46% year over year and up 5% quarter over quarter. Obviously, crypto wasn't as strong as last quarter because last quarter was insane for crypto, but it still came in at an impressive 46.1 billion for crypto notional volumes. And I'm just blown away by this revenue growth of 50%. Don't get me wrong, I was never doubting Robinhood, and I expect great things from the company, but 50% year over year growth is something that's very hard to find in this market. You also had transaction-based revenues were up 77% year over year to 583 million in Q1. You also have them announce the progress of their share repurchase plan. They returned 322 million to shareholders by repurchasing 7 million shares in Q1. And they announced they're going to increase their share repurchase program from 1 billion to 1.5 billion. And this was really just Robinhood flexing its muscles and maximizing shareholder value. Now, on the call, you also had CEO Vlad Tenev get asked a question about investing in private companies on Robinhood, such as SpaceX, OpenAI, etc. Vlad said that this is one of the top priorities at the moment, and that there is a huge demand for this. So I do expect this to make its way onto the Robinhood platform eventually. Keep in mind, Robinhood already has 9 revenue streams bringing in over 100 million in ARR, and they just launched prediction markets, which is already bringing in 20 million ARR. So I cannot wait to see the new revenue streams they're bringing in the future, as well as the big revenue jumps we will likely get from Robinhood Cortex, Robinhood Strategies, as well as Robinhood Banking, which I am the most excited for personally. So the future is extremely bright for Robinhood. And what I'm going to be doing is increasing my position. After this earnings call, I looked at my portfolio and I realized I still do not own enough of this company. I can truly see this company being a financial giant in the future. Vlad is on a mission. The team is executing extremely well and extremely fast. And I love the direction in which it's going. So over the next few weeks, I will be adding to my Robinhood position, likely getting my share count from 200 shares up to 250 shares and holding for the long run. And that's really it for this video, guys. I just wanted to break down Robinhood earnings for you and share my thoughts on the company, as well as the CEO, Vlad Tenev, and his reckless execution. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. As always, be safe and take care of yourself.